Red Channel Condition presents Star Trek Psychotica, a free audiobook. Chapter 1, Data's Neck-Snapping Rampage.
The pale golden android known as Lieutenant Commander Data stood naked as the day he was programmed, in front of a cowering Dr. Soong, pleading for his life.
Please, Data! Think about what you're doing!
I have, Doctor, Data replied. The feeble old Dr. Soong rose to his feet, fumbling over several articles in his laboratory while attempting to make it to a safe room. He flipped a few controls on a panel on a nearby wall, and a door comprised of solid carbon neutronium came from the ceiling and slammed shut. The android stared blankly at the door for a moment, and then cupped his hands, thrusting them forward, carving out chunks of solid neutronium like butter, and thrusting fistfuls of the material into his mouth.
Jesus!
Dr. Soong pleaded. During the android's construction, Dr. Soong's sense of humor and narcissism had led him to construct the android with a permanent erection. If he had the emotional fortitude to experience regret, he would have, but all he could experience in the moment was fear. As the android crept slowly towards him, his enormous phallus grazed the side of Dr. Soong's cheek, wiping away a solitary tear comprised of liquid fear. The golden android stared blankly as he proceeded to disassemble Dr. Soong, smashing his fists into the bloody mass that were the remains of the good doctor, simply repeating one word over and over.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Blood and particles of meat dripped from Data's fists as he turned around and squatted over the puddled remains of Dr. Soong. A perfect sculpture of the lower intestine crept from the android's butt cheeks, comprised of the solid neutronium he had previously ingested. Once fully formed, it dangled for a moment before detaching, landing on the ground with a hard thud, leaving a small crater in its wake. He then got up and began running, faster and faster, and yet faster still, until the android actually breached the time barrier. He found himself standing in a hospital room. Several medical professionals were hovering over a pregnant woman. He excused the nearest three with his patented neck snap, and then thrust his fist into the vagina of the pregnant woman, retrieving the fetus covered in organic fluids. He lifted the infant directly opposite his face and then cupped his hands over the infant's skull, applying such pressure that he crushed it into a diamond.